I was really having a bad day. I was feeling very overwhelmed, just with everything I have on my plate, trying to get everything accomplished and done. And I was so exhausted. I went to bed at, I think I crawled into bed at like 8, and I couldn't sleep. I was just wide awake. And so by the time I fell asleep, it was probably between, yes, now we're here, between 11 and 12. And then Grandpa was up, and Dan was with him because he was fighting. I mean, he was just, I didn't get up, Dan did, and I let him. Not that he was quiet about it, but it was just, there was no use. You're gonna get frustrated in that moment because he's, you know, trying to, oh, hi, Stephen. It's okay. I'm just tired. Yesterday was a horrible day. Yesterday I was very overwhelmed, but it's okay. Well, I think he's fine. Hi, Beth. I think possibly another UTI is what I'm guessing, because only because he started doing this before I left for Vegas, and then guess what? Yeah, so I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not hoping, but there has to be some excuse, you know. So, hi, Christy. I saw your text come through. I didn't look at it. I just want to get this done so I can go and get my other shit done. I start my bed today. I have my list going, so we'll see how much I get accomplished. I think Joanne's coming over with Carrie today to visit, so I don't know, you guys. The bather's coming today, not yesterday. So, not nice. Yes, you aren't nice, Lisa Love. With a name like Love, you would expect somebody to pour more kindness out there, not bitterness and anger. Hi, Janet. How you doing? How are you doing? So anyhow, that's on my agenda. So keep on. I'm trying to keep on keeping on. Hi, Brenna. How are you? Oh, there's Andy. Oh, Andy. My friend who leaves me the nice emails has the nerve and the audacity to show up on my live. Yeah, that was the Andy members who I shared that email with you. Yes, the lovely, I'm a piece of shit. Fuck you. You should shrivel up and die. Hello, Andy. Nice of you to join me and show your face. What a proud man you should be. Or woman. Yeah. Anybody want to come over here and do me the honors, you can. Hi, Iceman. What's going on? How are you doing? Anyhow. Good morning, my lovelies. Today's going to be a beautiful day here in Sacramento. I hope you guys are experiencing some nice weather yourself. A deep clean. Who got him? Candace. Yes. I was going to just wait and see, but I was just trying to see if anybody wanted to get him. That was the guy who sends me threatening emails. Yeah, or woman, who knows. Today it's a year since my dad died. I'm so sorry, Barbara. You're heading to Oregon for what? You Carla, you cleaned the whole garage? Shit. How did I do that? Yeah, well, Candace came over here. Candace was like, I'll do the honors. Candace with the takedown of Andy. It doesn't matter. He'll probably have another fucking bullshit account. It's here, my father, 93 days, night never end. Yeah, the days blend into. A friend of mine is building a house up there. Oh, you're doing the plumbing. You're laying your pipe. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. The Lord, yeah. I'm in the Violent behavior and criminal activities. Violent behavior and criminal activities. Yeah. Advice for a dying grandpa, he's always wanted it. He's been a really big fan. Just give him love. Just be with him. Give him kisses. Just show him how much he's loved. How's it hanging? It's hanging. He was in his 70s when I think about it. Some of the adventure behavior symbol is. What I missed that. Oh my God, these people. Yes. That was fast. Yeah. My grandpa's in the hospital. Okay, here's the thing. Don't come at me when you came on here. I'm multitasking with many fucking different conversations. You can leave now. Okay, bye. I'll block you. Anywho, let's see. Jamie, were you in England? I've been there as far as both. We took a road trip during the storm. You guys, I can't today. How did those anger people, they're so angry. Maybe it's Andy the whole time who's been trying to take me down. Maybe Andy is a woman. Oh God. I just can't. I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna be, I don't know if I can turn this around today. The idiocies that are here today are driving me nuts. Got my wedding bands and my husband's melted down and made 3 singles and my daughters. I love that, Carol. I was like, Judy, what are you talking about? So I'm gonna try to come back around. Oh shit. It's so anywho, it is a career, right? It is a career. They work hard at that. They work hard at that. So it's okay. It is what it is. I'm so tired that I can't even deal with the idiots on here, you know? My cat ate my hair. Should I shave them? What in the fucking, who has time for that bullshit? Who has time? My book, yes. So Christy sent me some stuff that it's ready. It's ready almost. Anyway, so we have a date and everything. So I didn't look before. It's gonna be a day, y'all. It's gonna be a day. I already had to whip Dan in shape because, I mean, people get angry, but golly, I mean, final 4 months this week. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So Iceman's laying pipe, Cheryl. Iceman's laying. Dan already started with me this morning. So I was so pissed off. Deborah, your brain needs soap. Your brain needs some acid on it, girl, to fix you right and get you nice and kind. Because that really matters. Not my fucking mouth. Anyhow. So, what was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted? Oh, Dan. Yeah, he flipped a script this morning. So, he asked me, he bought a new computer. A new printer. And it's been sitting in the garage, right? It's been sitting in the garage. So, I was like, waiting, because I wasn't going to do it. You know, so of course, yesterday he says, can you put my printer together? So yes, on top of every fucking thing else, I'll do the printer. So I did the printer, and this morning he goes to try to use it. He's fucking flipping a lid, cussing, yelling at me. What did you do? You know, I thought you hooked it up. Well, I did. I gotta get a USB cord. No, it's wireless, Dan. Where's the USB cord from the old computer? Honey, it's right there. No, it's not. Yes. So he goes to the old computer, looks for it. Yeah, Sadie, yeah. And I'm like, that's the cord. And it's not the fucking cord I use. Yeah, it's the fucking cord you use because I took it off the old computer printer and I put it there. I said, no, you don't know what I'm talking about. So I threw the instructions at him. I said, you probably have to make sure you're on the same Wi-Fi, right? And not only that, you're gonna have to make sure your printer shows up on your computer. Okay, well, USB you don't need. It's a wireless fucking printer. So I was losing my mind. So I walked over there. He was on the right Wi-Fi. And then I said, okay, well, where's the printer, right? Where's the printer? So it wasn't there. I said, well, no shit, you can't print because you haven't added the printer. Yeah, I'm already gone. Criminal behavior and activities and violence, something like that. Took like less than 5 minutes. Crazy, huh? They be quick. So anyhow, so do all that, hook it up, refresh it, everything works, he can print. Huh, it was that fucking easy, wasn't it? I don't have time to read this again. Well, first of all, it's not my fault. You wait till the last fucking minute to do your job. Maybe if you pre-planned this out, had it done in a reasonable amount of time, you wouldn't feel so pressured and would have more patience. Yeah, so that's how my morning started, with no fucking sleep. I'm tired. And then 6:30 in the morning, you know, he's up, he's pooping, he's blaring his fucking computer. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, I haven't slept either. Okay, so just because you haven't slept, then it should make it okay that I haven't slept, right? Oh, that makes sense. Why don't you have a little courtesy knowing that yesterday I had a fucking bad day? I told you 3 times I'm not well. 3 times that I'm overwhelmed and nothing was done. You would have a little empathy for your wife, right? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't sleep either. Again, you're missing the point. You know I sleep. So there's a big difference. And if you cared for me, you would make sure that I would have sleep. Fuck. I mean, it's just like I can't, and I'm teetering. And then Ed was trying to fight me to get up to go to the bathroom again. I strapped him down to the chair. No. Did I get an I'm sorry? What's that? No, I don't think. No, he didn't bring home lube. He asked me if I was serious. I said, yeah, I'm serious. It hurt. Like, what do you mean? I said, Dan, this was last night when I was done. I didn't want to talk to anybody. You know, I just wanted to get in bed and just zone out, right? Let's see. Oh, shit. So anyway, so that was my day. Anyhow, so I look lonely. Yeah, well, you obviously don't know who I am. Are y'all trying to ruin this relationship with our comments? They're not gonna ruin it. It is factual. That's the thing, is that why do people, you think anybody's reactions are gonna sway me from my own feelings? No, I'm an individual. I'm not like the trolls. I don't have to read other people's comments, opinions to form the same ones. I can actually stand on my own 2 feet and make my own decisions. I'm going to be 51. I'm a big girl. These women who are saying things understand because maybe they have the same relationship, right? This is why I talk about the nuances of relationships, friends, and everything. John, oh, here's John. John is a big reporter. John is a big reporter. John is a big message person who likes to leave me. I think, Rita, is he one of those? Anyhow, I sound like a child. Well, if anybody's a child, John, it would be you for coming on somebody's live that you don't enjoy, but you like to harass. How about that? Sounds simple enough to me. You're doing, I'm trying, Beth. Hey, Ames, how are you? So it's crazy. Like, my toleration for bullshit is like, oh, he seemed like a John on, I thought I recognized the name from Facebook. So hard, but we get through it. Abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, you know how many times I wanted to quit doing what I did yesterday? You know how many times I wanted to cry because I just felt so much pressure, but I didn't. I suck it up like I always do, right? And I keep on trudging forward because that's my job. I have to ignore my fucking shit and I have to continue on, or else I would be swallowed up. I'd be swallowed up. So Dan's like, well, I said, Dan, you don't understand. What do you think when you're going to be like when you're 92? What does that have to do with anything that I'm talking about, Bermuda guy? What is my age at 92? I probably am not going to be alive at 92. So what does that have to do with anything I'm talking about? I'm talking about right now, present day, at almost 51, surviving, barely on some days, trying to keep up a house, property, caregive, and do it all. So I don't understand why you're trying to blindside me with something else. 92, most likely, I will not be alive. I sure as hell hope I'm not. Anyhow, and if I am, I hope I'll wreak havoc. Papa's 93, not 92. 93. Get it straight. So, anyhow, hi, Deborah. So, you know, I cried wolf 3 different times. Like, I need help. I can't, in the springtime, keep up with this demanding yard and the house and your dad, right? So you're gonna have to do something, or help, you know? Or we're gonna spend more money and hire somebody. So this is my busy time of year. So busy, and it's hard for me to keep up. I'm thinking a house cleaner though. I don't mind the yard. I actually like being out in the yard, right? So I'm thinking a house cleaner. If I had the money, I'm gonna tell you, if I had the money to waste, not even a waste, but if I had the money, I would have a house cleaner every week. Yeah. You have the same, Sean? I know. Me a lawn service this year. Well, I have one, but he can't do everything. It would cost me 2 car payments. You can't, no, I can't do it all. I'd rather mow than vacuum, yes. Or clean a toilet. I mean, I was cleaning Grandpa's toilet last night at 8 o'clock in the bathroom. You know, I have this weird thing that I just like things clean, especially for him. And the smells and stuff with urine and catheters and all that shit, you know? So I just always wipe things down. I gotta get up in Andrew's bathroom today. I'm changing my sheets right now, and washing those. So I would clean gutters. I don't mind doing that either. Yeah, I don't mind doing that either. So yeah, it's just life, you know? And now that I'm exhausted, yes, I can't either, Sean, especially when the sun's shining. No, I don't know, Deborah, why you're putting Dan in this overwhelming, with all due respect. Yeah, no, I'm overwhelmed. I don't think Dan is. Dan is in his own right mind with his mom and his family, but I take care of our family and everything else. So I had to ask her to come home and everything is in its place. Oh, God, I love it. Here's my problem though. Everybody's always home, you know? I don't have a house where you can just leave and come back and it be clean, you know? So I think that's why I put off having a house cleaner, because it's like, does it really get clean if you're out, you know, if you can't get out of the house? Back in the day when I worked, it was great because Jovita would come and I would come home to a clean house. You know, now you have to clean around the people. And Dan walks all over the floors. Grandpa used to walk all over the floors, you know, and it was like, what's the point? I don't want fucking footprints on my new washed floors. So I don't know, you guys. So I'm struggling, but I could use that. And if I had my way, I would do it once a week. Yeah. So, but I can't. I mean, our bills are crazy. No, they don't. And, you know, we clean differently, right? Yeah, well, Dan wouldn't even know where to, I mean, what does Dan do? You know, he'll go and get lunch. Woo. I make Ed lunch half the time. That doesn't help me. What helps me is working. Hi, Mary. Hurt my back lifting. I'm like, fine, now I'm going to work. My back fused. Oh, it's horrible, Mary. It's about dinner lunch. Yeah. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So I just do the best I can and try to survive while doing it. So it was a fun day with the kids. Sit on the nice side of a nice stream. Oh, I could do that right now. I have the house to myself and clean. Oh, I love it. You got your floors waxed, so you have hardware? Oh, hardware. You have hardwood? Hardwood floors. I think I don't want to wash my pillows today. My pillows on my bed, you guys. God. Either that or buy all new ones, because I'm just over them. But I think I'm going to try to wash them. I washed a couple the other time when I took them to the hospital, and they did really well. So I'm hoping... What the fuck is going on? I'm hoping... Andrew Ellis hardwood. Nice. Yeah, I don't have hardwood. I took it off today. He's gonna mess my groove. I hate when they do that. I mean, my husband messes my groove up, especially when he starts yelling at me in the morning time. He's like, that's just me. I said, well, that just you sucks. And nobody should be on the other end of yelling in the fucking morning, right? Get fucking time to unwind. I was on Zoom and I muted. Christine's like, oh shit, somebody's ready to get an ass whooping. Oh, I let him have it. Okay, I'm gonna do them. I think I really wanna wash my pillows. They stink. Yeah, they stink. So, especially because I put like my oils and stuff on my hair and they seep through, and then Dan takes them and then he puts them between his legs and he sweats. So you can imagine, I Lysol them, but it doesn't do it. So I think I'm gonna throw them in the, I think that's what I'm gonna do today. That's what I'm gonna do today. Pillows on top of bedding. And bathroom, Andrew's bathroom. Mine is pretty much clean. I wipe mine down all the time. I just kind of wiped my floors down yesterday. So I'm pretty much almost caught up. Of course, more yard work. I have to keep up on it every day. Savage, get new shit. It's stupid. Grow up. So anyhow, there's supposed to be a subscriber live tonight, member live, sorry. So the machine doesn't get imbalanced. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, even your feather ones. So both of my feather ones I love. I won't get rid of them. You know when you like bond with a pillow? I bonded with those. So I'm hoping, and I know tennis balls, right? When you put them in the dryer. Hello, Jackie from Germany. How are you? It's too dry outside today. Oh, that would be great. I love that smell too, Lily, but I don't have anything to do it with. So I can't. I know. Just easy to wash them. I'm going to do it. I've never had done it. I think they're talking.
Get some white out stuff.
I'm a weak woman right now. I'm not so strong. Yes to tennis balls. Okay. Singing will make your day great. I'm not in the mood to sing today. Normally I do. You guys, you gotta check out my new merch. Okay. You gotta check. Still ill with my lungs. Next week rehab. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. You guys gotta just check. You don't even have to buy. Just go check out some of the new shirts we did. Jilly did. She did a great job. I'm wearing another one. I'll show you. I'll show you when I get down. I'm. But when you're tired, you feel weak. I will check it out today. Yeah, just look, because I think they're cute. I really do. And this is one of my hats too that's on there. Sorry for my greasy hair. Pumpkin oil. Yeah, pumpkin oil. People think I produce that amount of grease. I don't. It's actually because I put treatments in my hair. And yes, hardwood's cleaner. Yeah, W does, but I do have hard. I do like carpet. Part of me loves my areas with carpet. But yeah, I mean, it's hard. And then the beaver shirt. Yeah, he stole yours. What a jerk. And I have my new, sweatshirt on there too, with the happy face that everybody loves. I'm so exhausted. How much do I smoke? I don't. Dan's going to get white out. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he just leaves. I'm out. It's like yesterday, you guys. I'm like losing my fucking mind. If I did all this shit, I think he would yell at me. I was out. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to finish that back, right? He's like, okay. And he's like, I'm going to go get Subway. And I was like, what? You can't just leave your dad. I'll be right back. Right? So I was out there for at least 45 minutes and I came in because I think it was too hot and my lawnmower started smoking because of the oil, the hot, it was dripping. And of course so then I got scared because I was like, all I need to do is light a fire. Right? Oh, okay. Italian girl. Thank you. And I was like, okay, all I need to do is, and so by the time I came back in, it was like 45 minutes later and he still wasn't home. And so I stopped what I was doing, right? Went inside, and, watched him and stuff like that. Has gotten much worse. Oh, I'm sorry, Pam. That's okay. You don't have to comment. Just listen. So yeah. And he came home and I chewed his ass out. I was like, what the fuck? You didn't go just right down. I do have a ride on, but I can't do my embankments on the ride on. They're too steep. So I can't ride. I have to do my push mower. So it's so difficult, right? And so and then I sprayed and then and I'm like, what are you doing? You didn't go to the Subway right across the road. That would have taken 15 minutes. I said, you can't just leave. When I'm in the middle of doing something, when I told you, you've been running in and out all fucking day. I need to do this is what I'm talking about. Oh my God, Sadie, it's so hard. And so I was like, what are you doing? You cannot do that. And you can't leave. I need to get shit done too. And this house, I got to keep up on it or I just drown in it. So don't do that. You would never, God, could you imagine if I did that? He would fucking flip his lid. I'm just like, bruh, you're on my shit list right now. You can't be doing that shit. I mean, Ed was fine, but until he's not, you know what I mean? Right now, he's sitting at the table, but he got up. I finally got him up at 7 because he was driving me nuts, right? And so I was like, let's just get up because we're not gonna sit and play the game of I gotta go pee when you don't, So let's just get up and eat. So I just got him up. He left for paper and then lunch. And then he was out again. I'm like, bro, you can't, this is why I'm switching to days, right? Caregiver days, because this way I don't have to fucking be irritated when I'm trying to bust my ass around this house. Pamela, I'm very overwhelmed. Dan loves the pop drop. He does. And he doesn't even recognize it, right? He doesn't even recognize it. That's, I think, the most frustrating thing. I hate people like that who aren't aware of their own behavior. And my husband is one of them. So, fuck. I'm gonna be struggling today. I already know. He started my day off shitty. So anyhow, welcome to being married. I don't think he does, Joni. I mean, he's that like ADHD that I don't think he really realizes. No, a pop drop. It was 45 minutes. I was like, you've been gone for 45 minutes. No, I haven't. Yes, you have. Because I timed it. I timed it. You and I have hectic lives, and I'm hoping to find peace. I hope that you're able to find time for yourself again. Lisa, there's probably not going to be much time for me at this point, just so you know. Only because when my yard in the spring, it gets crazy and it's hard to keep it. Now, when the hot months get harder, then things die down a little bit. But no, I'm not going to have time for a long time. But I still do like my acupuncture. I have PT on Thursday. I think after PT on Thursday, I'm going to go play my free play and just sit there for 10, 20 minutes. There's not time for myself. There's not time for myself, really. Thanks, Carol. But we'll catch yes, no, have fun. Enjoy your day. Hopefully you're smiling today. And I don't wish this upon anybody. I'm not trying to ruin your day or anything. I'm just trying to I'm frustrated. I almost didn't come on today. And then it's like those days that you're so frustrated, I'm like, maybe I'll get cheered up at the end, and then you get TikTok saying I'm a criminal, I'm a criminal behavior. No, and I'm just overwhelmed. I know, but I can't do that, Stormy. I just can't. Isn't one of your girls have something the end of the month? Yes, Hannah, the 29th on Monday. She has a procedure. I know, Tracy, but I don't want you to be mad at him. This is my shit. Like I tell the kids all the time, just because I vent doesn't mean you need to be mad at your dad. I do it just because I need a vent. By proxy, my peeps just get angry for me. I know, Lisa, and I appreciate it. So other than that, yeah, I love my yard. I really want to get out at some point today. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we have the caregiver. We have the caregiver tomorrow. So I'm going to try to get my little major odds and ends done today. And then since we have the caregiver from 11, and my mom that passed away is the 20. Oh, yeah, that's a tough one, Stormy. Hannah's birthday is on the 23rd. So I really want to plant my bushel of flowers right here. I want my little wheelbarrow. So in my mind, I'm going to get out of the house, right? I'm going to leave because if I'm home, I'll just do house stuff, right? Because there's always house stuff. But I do want to definitely get my wheelbarrow full. So that'll make me happy. So that's on my agenda for Wednesday because remember, I got screwed with a caregiver. So I get them Wednesday and then Saturday, Dan and I have a date night. So we'll go somewhere, hang out, have some drinks and come home. So what else? And then Thursday PT, I'll just run in and play my free play, see how much I can win. Maybe I'll sit there for a little bit. I don't know what kind of flowers I'm getting. I let them speak to me. I let them speak to me. So when I go into the nursery, I just think, oh, okay, I like this. The thing is I need, it's straight sun. So I need stuff that's good in sun. I know, I'm so sorry, Pam. That happened too with our sweet Janet towards the end of her husband's life. Steve passed. I don't know if you heard that, but Steve passed going on 2 weeks, I think. Same thing. He started getting really more difficult and then he ended up falling again and hit his head. And it was really just, that did it. So just hang tough and be careful. So that's what I'm doing. That's my plan for the week. Friday, let's be real. When we're in our house, I don't know how many of you can just relax, right? If there's something that needs to be done. So once I get these beds washed and all that stuff, I think I'll be better. Yeah, I think I'll be a little bit better and feel a little reprieve. So I want to get to I want to buy some yard and stuff. So I don't know. I might just say, I'm going. Bye. Do what you got to do. Caregivers here. Cheers. So I'm looking forward to that. but on call for my sister cat sitting. Yeah, my friends have been planting, and I'm frustrated. It's like at this point, I don't even want to do dinner with them on Saturday. Vinkas along that driveway for a hummingbird garden in the backyard. Oh, I love that. So my winery gave me a whole bunch of wildflowers. I threw them in a patch in my backyard, but I have weeds mixing in with them. So I have no idea what's weeds and what's flowers. So I just gotta kind of let the patch go until they bloom, and then I can maybe pick around. I know, but I know, Mary, it is hard, but I don't know you're wanting dinner. I know. And, it's immature, it's childish, but, it's like, just, fuck, maybe, hopefully, it's still early in the week, right? So I want to get hummingbird things, too, because I have hummingbirds all the time. So I'm thinking I want to get a hummingbird feeder, too. I want to get a hummingbird feeder. Guy to plant my flowers the bunnies don't eat. That is ADHD won't forget dinner. My pain will get, yes. So Italian, I'm hurting. I'm really hurting. Dan said last night, he wants, all men, what do they want when you get in bed? And I was like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm not well. I'm overwhelmed. I'm anxious. My body is hurting. Well, what do you mean your body is hurting? I said, my neck, from the stress, from all the work, from everything. No, I want to be left alone. And then he was like, of course, of course. Motherfucker, when you say something like that, do you really want to get me more mad? Of course. Well, if you pay attention to anything I do around the house and how your wife never stops, maybe you'll have a little bit of sympathy for me. But no, of course not. I don't know what those, my mouth was probably fine. He didn't even suggest that. No, I knew it was. In my head, I was thinking, I'm surprised he didn't say that, actually. Robbie, we're trying. He got some yesterday, you're lucky. Oh yeah, he did get some. He made my crotch feel like broken glass was in it. So no, I'm done with that. I was like, no, that hurt. He goes, well, it didn't feel any different to me. Well, I'm glad it didn't feel any different to you. To me, it did. So switch to members only. I can't, I would have to log out again. I can't do it. So we'll just have to finish off. Members only is later. Yeah, members only I'll do later. So whatever. I'll just block. I'm happy to block. I have fingers. So I don't know what those flowers are. I'll have to look at them. Or are they like, what color is the flower itself? You give it one day. I know. I was like, if it hurts like that from now on, I said, you're really going to be fucked because there's no way that's enjoyable to me. And he's like, I don't know what that means. I said, you wouldn't because you don't have a vagina. You just have this long pole that just shoves into holes and you have no feeling, but we do. I didn't feel anything wrong. I like little baby flat bloom also in the bunches, like the white ones. So I'm waiting for the color of the, don't be messing. That's my night out. Yeah, it's my night out. If I did a members live now, I probably wouldn't do one later. Just the way my nights have been going. No. Hell no. I don't know. I might take you in the room with me when, Joanne, I don't know. I'll still be putzing around by the time they get here, I think. But I'm trying. I do, Italian girl. I get myself, even if I help myself, no, UTIs, ugh. And I'm really scared that that's what Grandpa has again. I told Dan, I said, you're going to have to do your magic again. But I guess what's weird is that the test that they had showed up negative for UTI, but obviously with his behaviors, we knew we were in salmon color. Ooh, shit! Scared me. Anyhow, so I'm gonna get some hummingbird feeders. I think there's a hook here. I've lived here for 19 years, and I've never realized what that hook was for, but I bet you it's for the hummingbirds. So, I guess I need to get one. And I'll put some in the back, too. So we have pomegranate trees, and they love the pomegranate trees. Oh, thanks, Miami. Hi, Rustics. How are ya? how are you, girl? Sorry, I got booted on the good old TikTok for violence and criminal behavior. Yeah. I'm from Nurse Aid. I am too concerned this UTI might be back. But yeah, either it was, it never went away, or it just, a new one. I know. Well, you know how mine comes in. I always say it's my mom, because they love the nectar from the pomegranates. I know I am. I'm going to do it. I love it. And so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to go get flowers, get soil, and my feeders. Yeah. So should I buy? So so just Google how to make hummingbird food. I mean, I'll probably buy some hummingbird food just to start, and then I'll probably make my own to fill it after. But so it's really easy, right? It's like sugar and water or something. So maybe I'll just buy some to get going, and then the flowers. Look at the nursery. Oh no. Yeah, so I'll probably get a Lowe's or something. Lowe's has the best, or whatever. It's just water and sugar, really easy. Don't buy the red stuff. Do they have stuff without the red stuff? How long does it take to make it? Like, I should just make it in general? It's 1 cup sugar, 3 cups water, boiled, no red stuff. Okay, 1 cup sugar, 3 cups water. 1 to 3, okay. Boiled, no red stuff. And then after it cools, you put it in there. Okay. Do not buy that. Okay. I won't. 10 minutes. Okay, got it. Then that's what I'll do. Sugar and water. Done. Seconds to make it. Yep. My fed hummingbirds are no red dye. I wonder why they put the red dye. Is it to attract them? You don't boil yours? Oh, so you don't need to boil? I won't boil if I don't. No, your feeder has run on the plastic. No, I know. I actually 1 to 4 is recommended. Okay, but do you have to boil it? Rita says she doesn't boil hers. Do you have to boil? Yes. Oh, Rita's never boiled. I would probably willy-nilly mine too, Rita. The feeder attracts them. Okay, but the purpose of the red dye was to attract them too, right? Like, duh. And so it's just not good for them. Okay, got it. I'm gonna do it. 1 to 4. Okay, 1 to 4, the ratio, how many feeders does that? Use very hot water. Okay, I can do that. I have a hot water tap. So, okay, so 1 to 4, does that fit in one? Well, Spencer does. Spencer Pratt does. What needs to be warmed up to melt the sugar. Okay, got it. I love irises. 1 to 3, not 4. What? Somebody said 1 to 4. What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. You don't do hummingbirds. So is that 1 feeder, or 1 to 4 ratio, or 1 to 3? How many is that? How many? It's 1 to 4. Okay. Is that for 1 feeder? Or does it do multiple? Well, what I think you shouldn't have to boil. Yeah, I have well water. Oh, the chlorine. Okay. I'll Google it. Okay, awesome. All right, I'm excited. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. 2 feeders. Got it. Okay. I think I'm going to put 1 in the back and then 1 up here. Lily said 1 to 3. Dog lover said 1 to 4. So, oh, you can get your roof fixed now? Oh, you don't have them? It doesn't matter. 1 to 3, 1 to 4, it doesn't matter. Does it really? No, the more sugar, the better. Thanks, Francine. I'm freaking tired. I say 1 to 3 all the time. How often do you have to, like, feed the feeders? Jeez, if you've got like a gaggle of freaking hummingbirds. So I put the leftovers in the fridge. Okay, that's smart. It does multiply. Okay, multiply. 1 to 5. No, never mind. It's 1 to 6. By the time Google says mix 1 part sugar with 4 parts water until the sugar is dissolved. Do not add red dye. Thank you, Ribbon. Tinnitus, Francine. I'm so sorry. Making beautiful for that juicy. You're the crack dealer. That's why they fight over it. Oh my God. I'm going to be a crack dealer for the hummingbirds now. That's right. Sugar dealer. And in very warm weather, 1 change it every 2 days. Okay. Perfect. I'm excited. Yeah. I love irises. You know, hummingbirds are birds, right? They're different. It's different. Yes, I know hummingbirds are birds, but it's not like your birds. I'm excited. Oh, that gets rancid? Oh no. Cookie Bear, grow up. God, idiots. Like, how many idiots does it take to make comments every day? Thanks, Vanessa. How are you? Only they're flying backwards birds. So, Tony, they're different. Tell Tony that birds are different. Hi, Sam. You missed my rant. I'm pissed off. Dan's an ass. Supersize. He gets the big gulp coming around my feet. Oh, God. That's the problem, though, because we have wasps and we have other things like that. So that's what scares me. Because if they attract the bees, I'm out. Hummingbirds are cute. And it reminds me of my mom. So there. The cardinal birds. So Tony is a bird lover. What did Dan do? Nothing. Yells. Nothing. Scrub brush her feeders between feeding for the birds. Or the birds die? Oh my God. Pressure. Pressure. Oh my God. I'm simplifying my life more and more every year because of my back and hip. You have to. You have to simplify. I haven't learned how to simplify yet, but I'm sure eventually I will simplify. These birds are high maintenance. Now I gotta fucking scrub it. If it gets cloudy or bubbles, it's fermented and you need to wash your feeder. Well, fermented sourdough's good. Why isn't fermented? I hate your birds. And your birds didn't even eat your food. A skunk did, or an opossum. No, because people say it's a fake pain, you know? They have tiny bottle scrubbles for the flowers, sporadically to another area. Okay, I'm excited, yeah. Do you have to tickle underneath their beaks while they're eating the damn food that I'm providing for them? Lord have mercy, massage their feathers, spritz them with Avion water. Lisa, we need to do another trip. Elvie and I were talking about it. I'm just saying, fermented sourdough is good for your gut. You're gonna see, local Elk Grove woman has killed hundreds of hummingbirds due to fermented bird feeders. They get drunk and they fly into the house looking for the feeder. I'll stick a bubbling bird bath next to it. I'll put a fountain. It goes high up. Yeah, this one's right here. It's like literally on, and I think that's what it's for, is a hummingbird. Nobody ever told me. I've lived here for 19 years. I think now I know it's a hummingbird feeder. Why didn't anybody disclose that in the house when we bought it? Hummers are magical. Hummers? Whoa. Yo. A hummer. Yeah. Sorry, dog lover. I went down to the gutter on that one. She said the Hummers are great when you work from home. I'm sure every man would agree with you. What are hummingbird goggles? I'm not, Maria. Everybody's already convinced me not to. What are Hummers? Did you expect me not to do? Did you even realize what you said? Is that what you call them, the Hummers? I don't think I can do that. Dan would be like, huh? I'm watching the Hummers. Who's hummering? Can I get some? Never give Dan a Hummer. No. Have I given him one? Yeah, back in my young years when I was looking for... Just put HB. They love Sauvignon Blanc. Perfect. You got them. I got the TMJ. It was just funny the way she said it. Yeah, I love watching the Hummers come by. I love watching Hummers. I love I love looking at the Hummers as I sit in my window and watch. Yeah, anyway, whatever you said, it was funny. Bye, Janet. Sunglasses. Oh, like Spencer Pratt. I don't think I can do that. I don't want to be pecked in the eyeball. My luck, the beak would poke through the lens and poke my eyeball out. Was on our heads. I know. I remember hearing that. Had 3 ingredient sourdough bread for $49, but nothing compares to homemade. Nothing compares to homemade. I don't even make great sourdough anymore. I've been reminded over and over again. Oh, God. So, because I don't let it ferment like I used to, because I don't have fucking 10 hours a day to bake bread anymore. I know, Tony. We already learned that before you said it. So that's why it's special and different from your other fucking birds. To my window, they eat right on my bedroom. I can't do that because my cats wearing a helmet, the trays hang out the helmet, and they would come and feed. No, that's not me. I couldn't do that. I'm not that brave, because I'm telling you, my luck, they would peck their way through the lens, and I would be thinking they were eating, but they were trying to eat my eyeball. And then I would have like a gouged eyeball, and then I would have a plastic one or a glass one. Oh, your house is clean. Mine's kind of how you guys are, but now that I have become friends, I would send you funny videos. That's okay. Sometimes I get to the videos, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think I'll go back and then I forget. So if I watch something, I'll probably like it. If I don't watch it or you don't get a response, it's probably because I ran out of time. Hi Sandra, how are you? Bye Janet, love you. So I get, I know, me too. I was cleaning last night. I literally, I forgot. Yeah, she's, so now, I had a woodpecker peck of my room this morning and woke me up. See? He was a little ornery. He wanted food. He wanted some hummingbird food. You can't mess with those birds. They'll attack you. They get feral. They get rabid. They will attack when you are out of your food. They're not happy. I have dreams. Did you ever see the movie The Birds? There's nothing good about that. Call them midwife. Okay. No, I don't. Maria, when I have time to sit on my ass and watch a movie instead of falling asleep, I would love to watch it. I have so many shows I still need to catch up on. I just can't seem to get it. And my neighbor and her daughter want to start a book club with me. So that way it forces them to read, which would in turn force me to read because I haven't been reading, right? I know I fall asleep too. And then she's like, and then we can go to the new wine bar. I didn't know there was a new wine bar in Elk Grove. So, and then we can go to the new wine bar and celebrate. So, I mean, I might have to read a book just to get out of the house. Who knew I had friends? Who knew? I get nervous with my birds. I know. Did you say, I mean, I think the birds screwed many of us up from childhood. Do I watch 911? No. Yes, my mom loved the movie The Birds. She loved it. That was a horror movie. An in-person book club. Yes. So Kelly was a reader, and we used to exchange books all the time. And when am I going to read? Good question, right? I still haven't finished my other book that I started not that long ago. Anyway, so they apparently haven't been reading anyway, either. And so her daughter's like 30 something, and I love them. I've known them. We've lived here 19 years. I've known them. So she's like, we need to read more. So we thought we can get you to read with us and make us accountable. The busiest person you want to make accountable. You accountable. I just don't know. Anyhow, so we're going to try that. I said, wine bar? Wait, what? There's a wine bar? All right, you had me at wine bar. Do we still have to read the book? Or can we just go to the wine bar? Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, the birds scare me. They dodge for you. They shit on you. They have no couth. They don't care. They just don't give a hoot. They just plop one on your head and expect you to be okay with it. You know, it's good luck or something if you get shit on by a bird. So I'm going to try that next time. When I get shit on next time, I'm going to go straight to the casino with the shit on my body, and I'm going to see if it helps. Yeah, it can be. Dr. Seuss, I heard, has some great reads, you know? Hey, from Argentina, how are you? Can we soak in the wine? Fuck, at this point, I couldn't even drink 2 glasses of wine last night. What is wrong with me? I was so overwhelmed, I couldn't even drink 2 glasses of wine, just as Tony. For the birds, they're evil. So, I don't know. Or the book, or what? What are you talking about, Christine? I don't even remember what I just said. How am I? I'm tired. I yelled at Christine last night because she was so stupid with what she thought she heard. And I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, she got shit on? Today? See? That's what you get, Tony. Buy one of her birds? Yeah, well, see? And then no respect. No respect. So you should go to the casino in Indiana and try it out, but keep it on you. Hi, Judy. I'm hanging in there. Oh, in Orlando. Well, too late then. I need one now. But I hate bird poop. But yeah, birds aren't my thing. Love you, Sam. So, anywho, we'll see. We'll see what happens with my neighbor in the book. Rocky apparently has a good book for me to read. She's almost done. She read it in Cancun. How? I don't know how she read because she had a 2-year-old hellion. Yeah, but she did. She read. They shit on the hands that feed them, like the family does. Have you ever known there's a lot of similarities between birds and family? Yeah, they annoy the fuck out of you. They shit on you constantly with no remorse. They squawk at you. Uh-huh. It was Christopher's fault. They're annoying as fuck. They won't leave you alone. Come on. And all you people who like birds, think about that. Think about that, Slick. Crows are crazy smart. Crows are even the worst because that was in the birds. I'm still petrified. Yeah, I'm still petrified. We don't play with those birds. And, you know, Tony's like, she was so excited. She planted, right? Yeah, say that. There was more than just that red flag, by the way. There's a little bit more now that I think about it. How come we get red flags too late? Just asking for a friend because, you know, life does really weird things. I think sometimes, here's my theory on that. I don't know. Coco can beak my fucking ass. She can kiss it. He can kiss it. It's a he. It stresses me out. But Coco's annoying too. Yeah, and he shits on you. So, whatever. You can sit. It's like your father, you know, just always squawking about something, complaining, bitching, you know, and they'll be the first one to throw you under the rug. Farmer Tony planted potatoes and tomato. Yes. So Farmer Tony plant. So she was so excited. So she's the one who's getting me like excited to do my thing over here, my wheelbarrow. And so she bought. She was trying to buy Yukon potatoes to cook, and she got plantable potatoes. So we're like, you need to plant those. And she's like, I'm not planting fucking potatoes. And then our hillbilly friend from, where's she from? I always say she was one from Atlanta, but she's not in Atlanta. Why do I always say that? Georgia. Where is she from? I don't even know. What hillbilly town is she from? Why do I always forget that? Anyway, I'm waiting. Yes, Slick, that's funny. Anyway, whatever. Alabama, thank you. Why do I always forget she's from she's not from Alabama. Is she from Yeah, the A one. Yeah, and I always say Atlanta. Parker, Alabama. Okay, so she's like, you got to cut the eye. You got to cut the potato in half to get the eye. You need 2 separate eyes because it will not plant and grow accordingly without the eye exposed, right? The eye allows the root. And then you need the root. You need to put them in laundry baskets. So she did all that, and she filled up 5 more bird feeders, right? And then the next day she came down and they were all ransacked. So anyhow, she planted tomatoes yesterday. I would like to plant tomatoes too, but it's just really hard for me to plant around here because animals and shit. But I might. I have some planters. I might put close over here and just do them over here. So they're anyhow. So to live in Spokane, summers are short but beautiful. Yes, they are. Everybody's climate is so different. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to spend hundreds of dollars at the Danielle, did Ed get a lot of coffee mugs for his birthday? He got more than I would like, put it that way. Everybody sends him a coffee mug. And they're cute and they got great sayings on them and stuff, but you guys, I've had to get rid of my shit. And squirrel hijacked. Oh yeah, so that's what you get. You're feeding the neighborhood. This is another shirt, a new merch idea. So world renowned legend. And then it says Salinger 93 on the back. Do you love it or do you love it? So I have to tell you, I wore it obviously I'm wearing it. And so Ed's like, hey, says Salinger on the back. I said, sure does. He said, I like that shirt. So, eating a tomato. Yeah, so I can't have any of that stuff out there. It has to be, uh, also, the new sweatshirt that we dropped. I was supposed to put them on. You guys, I'm losing my mind today, so I'm sorry. I was supposed to put them up. So it's similar to this. And I got this from the idea. Tony, the farmer Tony, she was wearing this the other like a month ago, and I was like, I need that sweatshirt. So we kind of redesigned it because everybody loved it, right? So thanks, Janice. So this, and then this one is different. So it's being kind matters, but I just did on the back, it says kindness matters. And over the eye is a little pink heart. So that's also new. And they're great sweatshirts. I love them. And I get so many compliments on it. So, oh, you are? I grabbed it this morning. And so, if you like that, it's available today. She put the link up yesterday, and these shirts. So just look at them. I mean, just so you know what's there if you ever decide you have the money to buy it. These shirts are amazing. And this one this cream color feels really good. I don't know why. It's not that. So I don't even know if it's what it is. And so we personalize it in here. I don't know what it says. I think his signature is in there. Yeah, his signature says yours truly. I don't know what it says. Something says, and it says Edward Salinger in it. So it's really cute. So you guys check out this site. Jilly puts a lot of work into that. Hi, J-Sarge. I didn't see you come in, girl. Yeah, just take a look. Just go up there. It's tagless. I hate tags. Yeah. Everything is... Bruh, I need to do some work. I love you, but yeah. The inside, every one of them, she's done such a great idea with the detail inside of them. It's so cute. Everything says. It's either something I've said or she puts... I can't read it because my eyes are bad. Yeah, I will, Janice. I'm going to buy some tomorrow. Where's my neighbor going? Is he going? He's tilling somebody's land. He's tilling. This says world-renowned legend. And it says Salinger 93. Grandpa loved it. He's liked it like 4 different times. This is a medium. Yeah, a medium. I don't like my shirts tight, so I used to have a garden until my life was taken over. Yeah. Oh, they do it for you? Yeah, there's some cute stuff, you guys. You need to look. Get the red feeder, I'd say, since not coloring the feed. I will. You guys have given me a lot of great things. I might even go today. I don't know. We'll see how much I get accomplished and how tired I am. But I've been really excited. Where's Mark going? What do you need? What are you telling everybody? Are you saying how much you love me when I walk outside because I can keep you company and you talk to me? Are you a sweet kitty? Your eyes match my shorts. This has turned into a money-making racket. Carolyn Belial. I'm going to tell you something. When you, yes, my book's coming out too. You might want to buy it. It's coming out May 5th on my birthday. I'll be 51. So here's the thing. When you get really popular on social media, things like this happen. You roll into things like old hag. Oh, thank you. You roll into like merch ideas because people are like, oh, I would love a shirt. And you think, okay, well, shit, let's do a merch line. Now, I don't make any money off the merch, right? I don't make any money off of my merch. Also, what I make money off is my videos. And if I get sequestered to do an ad, which I just got my first sequester, so we'll see. But yeah, don't be jealous. Don't be ugly about it. If you know anything about social media, which I'm assuming you do because you're on it, you will know that most people who have so many followings, right, actually morph into doing something, especially if they decide to take their lives and put it on hold and are taking care of a man with dementia. Yeah. There you have it. Oh, Mike. And so, it's very simple. If you don't like something or if you don't like our practices and what we're doing, there's a thing called scrolling or blocking me, right? And then you can stay away. But if you know anything about our family, you know that my husband was an attorney. He's no longer working as an attorney, kind of hit or miss sometimes. So, yes, this is our only source of income now. So, excuse me for trying to make a living and cover expenses. Yeah. Uh, yeah, many people do. People just don't understand, right? And I'm hoping I make a killing. Eventually, maybe when we start really selling merch, right, and really making a living off of it, I could actually share it instead of giving it all to my lady who puts in all this time, right, into my idea, right? Plain and simple. It's not that bad. Right now, if she makes anything off of it, she pays expenses and then takes her cut, which I haven't paid her back for her cut yet. So I said, keep taking until you need it. Um, yeah, so anyhow, I don't mind sharing that information because I have no secrets, right? I don't have I'm not worried. Our source of income right now comes from our videos, right? It comes from the gifts that we get here, you know, not very much. Battlers make a whole bunch more than I do. And Dan, when he gets ads, because he's bigger than me, if you didn't know, he's got millions of followers, millions combined. Like he's got probably 3 million followers between TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So that's kind of what happens. Yeah. So, I just don't get it. And I'll support my Red Bull addiction because I'm tired. Anyway, bye, Charlie. I don't understand why it baffles. It just gets under people's skin so much that, that I'm doing things. I'm trying to do fun things and exciting things for our family and for everybody else. I know. There's got to be a way, Deborah. Oh, Cha-Cha. Super rich. Look at that. Is she still here? She can see my $2 I got. Yes! Thank you, Cha-Cha. I can retire now. That's right. You got to do a little dance. I got to dance for my tip. You got to do it. You got to love it. You got to get it. You got to show it. Dance for the tip. I'm dancing for the tip, yo. I'm dancing. I'm getting goosed in the back of my ass by my cat. Whew. All right, that was... Bye. Anyhow, so I give you a dance. So I guess I'm just going to start dancing when every time, you get a tip. I'm just going to start dancing. Are you done with my ass in your face? Anyway, I got to pick out my thong. It was really riding up there after that. The ass picking or the dancing? The dancing. We can dance. We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. And if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. We can dance. We can sing. We can do most anything. Oh, Cha-Cha's going out of her budget right now. That's $4. That's $4. That's $4. All right. Pull it. Pick it. Get it. Do it. Flick it. Pound it. I couldn't be a man. You know why? Because my back hurts too much to pound. When you go to Pound Town, could you imagine if you have a bad back? How do you get it? Oh yeah, she did win in Vegas. I couldn't pound Dan. Like if Dan wanted a pounding tonight, I'd be like, baby, my back hurts. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. Yes, I did turn it around. Thank you, guys. I didn't think it was going to be possible today. But I got to do arms because I haven't done my arms because my neck has been hurting all the time. I don't know how men do it because my hips would never. My hips are fine. They're just tight. Like, so my hips don't really open up like they should. I can't. Dan's always like, Pam's coming in. I got to dance now. Shit, that's my thing. I don't know what this is. This is called the hoe down. You need a hoe. Be a hoe. But do the hoe down. Woo. Yeah, this hurts. I can't. I mean, again, my hips, like Dan's always like, relax. I'm like, honey, that's as relaxed as they go. They're stuck. You know, they don't move because my hips are tight. So the hips aren't my problem. But when I thrust like that, it's my lower back. That hurts. Like, how do you keep it hard if your back hurts? You know, it's like, ah. Pull up the thighs over the shoulders and row. Row, row. No, that still hurts. I'm pretending I'm on my rowing machine. But if you move, it's still the gyration of the movement of the lower back. It hurts. I'm glad I don't have a penis. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't really know if I want to thank you because I'm still mad at the perimenopause shit. I can tell you that. Perimenopause sucks my asshole. My vagina still itches from yesterday. My friend, my sweet Elvie, sent me the lubrication I should buy for if and when Dan is ever going to see her again. You know what I mean? I don't know if Dan is ever going to enter into the realm of her because he pissed me off and now she hurts. And so I don't know if we're going to do that. Oh, no. How about if you put like earphones in and listen to music? But I would like to put a strap on. You know, is anybody weirdly... Now, this is a weird thing, but I kind of would think it would be interesting to be able to give it to him in a way at which I've never given it to him before. Rose is pissed. She's mad. She's fuming. She's steaming. You know, just to be able to like be like, bend down and take it, baby. Take this big... Just, you know, the things that go through my head. I don't know, Mike. Forgive me, because it's not being very demure right now, or classy. But who says I'm classy? I don't... I want to... Get it! Love it! I don't know. Nobody's thought about that? The power. You know, it has to come with a little bit of power. It really is a... Woo! Wacko! Andrew has those lassos. You know, I can lasso Dan, hold him up by the neck, and do it from behind with a whip. I can whip him with the, I don't know, push my legs over my shoulders and a poof came out. That's what I'm saying. You can't lift things up anymore. First of all, if Dan... See? Thank you, Italian girl. Thank you for stepping up to the plate and saying you have the same mindset. And there you have it. I'm telling you, I have the lasso. I could see it, you know, with the belt on, you know, and the device. That fucking phone is scaring the shit out of me. Hold him up by the neck and whip him with the other end. I don't know. I think it would be fun. No? Hey, put that in your book, GSR. You know, Tracy, here's the thing. I'm so used to it. You got to remember how many years I've been with him, right? What if Dan, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to be like, can I stick it in, baby? God, I feel so good. Gotta lube her up. Mommy. Dan's crying. What's the matter? Whew, it's a little aggressive. Yeah. Oh, my back. I gotta take this big guy off. How was that, honey? Stuck in his thumb. You know, it's really bugging me. Yeah. You know, here's the thing, Tracy. I've learned, like, there's sometimes people say things and I laugh, but it's so god awful that what they say to Dan, and Dan's like, I don't know why you don't block those people. I'm like, oh, now you're irritated. Because sometimes I do because it's so bad, or I reply and I'm like, yeah, for once, Italian girl, that's what I'm saying. Give him a 5. Boom! Smack that ass. How do you like that? This is how I feel every fucking time you piss me off. Get it! Ow! I can't do that.
just to just to hear them. I don't know. It just like it feels powerful. Just once, ow. But Dan and I used to play the high five thing. The stars. Some people call it the stars or I don't know. Anyway, just to be able to like get the handprint. You're looking for the whole handprint, and then you win. My narcissist. Oh my God. Everybody has narcissistic tendencies. Here's the thing, is there are bits and pieces of narcissism in everybody, right? And so I'm not complete, like Dan hates this. He's like, you're either a narcissist or you're not. I'm like, no, because there's tendencies there. Like for one, when you don't acknowledge your own participation in the debacle, right? When you don't and can't acknowledge your own, that's a piece of a narcissist, right? You did nothing wrong, right? You want to sit and you want to switch the narrative on everything because you are perfect. Narcissist, right? Of course, that's Dan. I could clump him in with everybody else. Of course, yeah, bitch, of course. Anyway, and so that's a part of narcissism, right? That's a part of somebody not being able to look at themselves and accept responsibility for anything. Yeah, and it's I think some of our husbands all participated in that book they wrote. But yeah, it's just, I cannot, and it's so funny because, he'll go in and defend people who have the same personality. And I'm like, whoa, buddy, I don't like it from you. And I have to like it from you. Bye, Francine. Because you're my husband, right? But I don't have to tolerate it from anybody else. He's trying to get up. I think he has a UTI. He's still trying to get up to go to the bathroom. So anyhow, it's just, I'm telling you, I bet you he has a UTI. Yeah. I don't put up with it either. And then at night, magically everything disappears from the day, right? And then he's like, hey, baby, how's that vag doing? Oh, she good. She good. She good. How about me taking a little trip, a little playground trip? I'm like, oh no, she's closed. She's down. She's got some reconstruction going on down there, especially after your behavior today. Allie, I got taken down within 5 minutes, girl. I got taken down within 5 minutes. Violence and criminal behavior. Yeah. You know me, the big violent criminal. Yeah. Just whatever. Yeah, and he's like, it's not nice to withhold the vagina because I pissed you off. Oh, I'm sorry. What? I didn't hear you. Did you say it's not nice to withhold the vagina? No, you're right. Probably in theory, you should not, right? In theory, you should not withhold the vagina because we should all have pleasure. But at this point, my brain is not going to allow me to have pleasure. And if you insert yourself inside of me, I'm going to bite it off or I'm going to punch you in the jaw. So it's your choice. Your choice. Because she's mad. And when she's mad, she's mad. And when this is mad, and this is mad, it affects that. And she's a clamper. She has teeth. So you want to take that risk? Go ahead. Here you are, baby. Here it is. Come take a ride. Let's see what you get. Yeah. It's funny. Then he rolls over. He knows at that point. But does he do anything to fix it? Yeah, criminal behavior. Me and my criminal behavior. Well, this was kind of probably criminal behavior, but it's all joking, for fuck's sake. Hey, Barbs, how you doing? So, I am one of those emotional beings, right? Some women aren't. Some women are like, fuck, I want it. I don't care. I'm going to put my anger towards aside and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get what's owed to me, right? And then they're like, okay, fuck you, motherfucker, right? I can't do that. I can't separate these two people right here. This doesn't separate. These two are the same. She believes in her and her believes in she. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, that's not, yeah. Too much work for men to do the foreplay. I don't want the foreplay. The foreplay just, I have 2 ADHD. Like, I don't even want an orgasm. I mean, if I wanted an orgasm, I could take care of it myself in record time. Like, I know where to go. I know how to handle it. I am not a fucking, what are those, God, let me think of a right analogy to use. I just can't think of one right now because I'm tired. But, I know how to do it. I know how to do it really quick. I know what works. He eventually gets there, but my mind's all over the place. Like, he likes long, right? Is in a coma. Yeah, that's the thing. She's in a coma. When I'm busy, it's foreplay. I don't know. Foreplay. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you something. My thing is I have ADHD, right? So Dan wants like 45 minutes of, touching and rolling and feeling each other and tickling and, all those emotions. The minute I hear a sound, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, she doesn't come back from it. She doesn't come back. So if, like, I keep telling him, like, you got to make it quick, buddy, because my brain and her, they have a connection, right? They're yin and yang. So the minute I hear something or I hear Grandpa moan, ouch, or something like that, she's not recoverable. They can just put it in and get it out really quick. But there's no time because my brain goes somewhere else. So, like, give you 5 minutes, get it done, get the bean, because really clitoral stimulation is probably the best stimulation out there, men, just so you know. And you just get it. You get it and you don't stop. You get it, you do work on it for like 2 minutes, a minute, get me in my thought and then insert, and then we're fine. Yeah, then we're fine. Now, that's me. It doesn't matter. Not every almost 50-year-one's like that, but I am like that. So anyhow, I'm brain. It's not rocket science. That's the thing. Too much time. And that's what I say. It's too much time. Like, Dan is just in la la land. He's enjoying every stroke, every touch, every sensation. And I'm like, who has the time for this? Like, if I'm going to be here this long, I could have folded the laundry already. I could have cleaned the fucking mess you left in the kitchen already. Like, I don't have the time to sit here, or I need to sleep. God, no focus. Where do you get the focus? So I don't know. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to, I'm not afraid to admit those things. People use it against me later. Did you hear she withholds sex from Dan? Dan, you need to get you a real woman who'll give it to you anytime you want, honey. That's not me. And that hasn't been our relationship in 30 years. Women who separate themselves from their own pleasure are like gods. Like, they're a different breed. Like, how do you get to be that breed? How do you become conditioned to be able to look at your husband and set aside the anger you have and get the penetration and the feelings down yonder and then get back to that same fuck you, motherfucker? I can't separate. My emotions are right here. I can't do it. I can't. It's all connected. It's a yin and yang. Yin and yang and yin. It's together. She doesn't operate solely. Fuck. She doesn't operate solely. But if I was that desperate for an orgasm, I could do it myself. So if you need the tunnel of love, that's fine. I'll give it to you. But you better be respectful. Period. Cheers. Now, for those of you who want to pretend you're somebody different than me, then you can keep writing on my fucking posts. Keep commenting away. I don't give 2 fucks. 2 fucks. Or 3, or 4, or 5. And the list goes on. Mustard on the beat, yo, beat ho. Yeah, so, anyhow. Sure glad I was in this convo for me. I'd be totally at a loss. Hey, now, let me tell you, there's something, and most men say, I can't sit on the toilet. No, Laura, I don't have the time. I wait I don't have patience. That's the thing. This is a perimenopause thing because I never used to be this way. I can't sit on the toilet and relax. I have to wait for it to be halfway out of my ass before I go poop because I don't want to waste time. I'm always on an agenda. Like this is my agenda, you know, and then I go on to the next thing. Um, my husband wants to touch me every day. I just don't always want to be touched. You have a high libido, so you can separate. See, I can't. Shelly, I'm going to bow down to you right now. That's a badass woman right there. A woman who can separate the libido and the anger, I bow down to you. Oh, me on the pooping. Oh, but what about the separation of the vagina and the mental state? Can you do that? Because I can't. And I know women who can. So here's my bow down. Not me. I'm not open-minded to change it. I've been this way for a long time. So there's no work for me to put in to make it change because I'm just going to be bitter and angry and she is too. If I'm bitter and angry, she is too. Yeah, you can? Wow, Tracy. And you're with the narcissist? Wow. Yeah, no. All that pushing and shoving, moaning and groaning and more shoveling and pushing. Mustard on the hoe, yo. I'm so not doing anything right now. Men need to feel wanted, so you have to suck it up and please your husband. No, Lizzie. I'm making him miserable. Well, so be it. So be it. He deserves to be miserable. If I'm making him miserable, there is a reason why I'm making him miserable, right? So that's one-sided. Like, do you want my man or something? Are you like pro Dan? Are you one of those that is like, Dan on the side? Are you a DMer to Dan? Hey, I'll pleasure you. I heard your wife's doesn't pleasure you, because that's a comment from one of you. Yeah. Lizzie, hey, this is Lizzie Dan. I heard your wife's making you miserable and I will make you completely happy. Yeah. Lizzie, you can DM him all you want. Y'all poor husband. I know. God, y'all poor husbands. Shit. Y'all are so bad as women. Do your job. It's biblical. Fuck the Bible. I don't fucking care. Do you think I read the Bible and follow everything exactly? I don't even read the Bible. I don't think I've ever read the Bible in my whole fucking life. I'm sure as hell not going to do my life according to what the Bible says. It was a subjective. Some people says it's subjective, right? You got a group of men who decided this is what they're going to write for the history and for the law and for the religious people. But no, it's not my problem. Oh, that's my problem. Oh, yes. It's because I don't read the Bible. Yes, that's my problem. 100%. Yeah. Wow. Hi, Nikki. Bye, Nikki. Please, buy my man. Z2, yeah, you seem like a, ooh, let me tone it down a little bit. Yeah, let me bow down to my husband too. So every time he says jump, I'm supposed to jump. Every time he wants his dick sucked, I'm supposed to suck it, right? I'm supposed to do the dishes and suck his dick at the same time. Because I think that was in, I got rid of her. She was annoying. She was going to cause me to make some big mistakes. She was going to cause me to have some bad troll hate with the thing I was getting ready to say. Shit. Did you see me going there? I'm tired. I am cranky. Okay, Teresa. I don't believe in the Bible. I'm an atheist. I don't care if I don't fit in your mold of religion, but respect my mold. Respect me for who I am, not for what I read or what I preach or what I listen to or who I listen to preach. I don't. That's my choice. So you got to remember that you are making that choice based on what your judgments are. And if you are a religious person, you should not have judgments upon those that don't believe the same things you did or do, period, right? God doesn't make me the person I am today. I make myself the person I am today. If I like God or if I believed in God and if God helped me through some things, then that's on me. How I practice my religion or how I practice myself is up to me. It's not up to no church or no preacher to tell me or Bible to tell me otherwise. So don't concern yourself with my knowledge or my teachings of the Bible, because the Bible is not scripture. And if it was, there would be a lot more happier people out here in this world and a lot less hate. That's enough. That's all I know, for sure. So, just saying. So, you want to come here and preach to me? Take a look at yourself before you come to me. Because if I believe something, I believe that the Bible teaches kindness. It teaches people not to have judgment on others. Right? Aren't those like some of the main things in there? I am Laura now. Who knew? Who knew? Bigamy, you and Dan, the relationship that just works even in absence. No, I could teach you about, you wouldn't want my teachings on the Bible because most people wouldn't like what I would have to say because it's just not my beliefs, right? We just don't want you to go to hell for eternity. James, you have to believe in a hell, right? You have to believe in heaven, hell to go into any of those places. Again, your beliefs are different than mine, and that's okay. Don't put your projections of religion or wherever on me because I'm okay wherever I go. I will survive and I will be fine because of the person I am and the person I am still evolving into. It did, Deborah. It did. It did. So I don't need any written scriptures by a group of old men or young men at the time to tell me how I should believe, right? Or what to believe in. I believe not that way. I make my own decisions. I think for myself. I don't have others think for me. Period. Period. And here's another thing you guys should pay attention to, since we're on the topic of religion. I have a woman who every day sends me a prayer, right? And I love it. I think that's like really cool that she sends me that. She's very just to the point. She sends me a nightly or a daily prayer, and it's a sweet thing. I don't shun people when they say Happy Easter, even though I don't believe in Easter. Merry Christmas, even though I don't believe in Christmas. All those things. I still accept the pleasantries from people without passing judgment on them. I have a card that somebody sent Ed, and it said Happy Easter, and she wrote a whole bunch of God stuff in there. Is that what we believe in? No, but I still showcase it because I think it's sweet that people take the time to do it. That's what religion should be about. So maybe my religion is better than yours because I take the time to be respectful about what other people believe. She really believes these things, and I wasn't going to not put it up because I don't believe in it. That's called no judgment. Sometimes I make fun of it because I think it's funny, but at the time I still put it up because I think it's cute and they took the time to do things for me. They take the time to say happy whatever, and I accept it. Period. You're feeling this, but I will pray for you. And that's okay. That's okay. Linda, you know how many times people say they're praying for me? Do I say, no, don't pray for me. I don't need it. I don't believe in that. No, I say thank you. I appreciate it because that's the type of person I am. That's the type of person I am. It's fine. But don't be annoyed when you hear I'm not educated on the Bible or I don't use that as my daily scripture. No, I don't. You like me for me, not for my beliefs in God or not. I'm going to tell you something. My book writer is religious, right? I know she's religious. Based on the things we've talked about, some of the things that she puts, in her stuff and all that stuff and her posts and stuff like that. But she has never once criticized me on anything that I have said or projected any of her beliefs onto me. She is like me. She's just come. We talk, we laugh. She knows my religion. She knows my lifeline. Do you think she's ever convinced me or try to sway me or tell me I need to read the book of Christ or whatever it is? No. She's a respectful human being. She's a true religious person. Doesn't hold any judgment against me for our differences. That's what matters. That's what matters. Sorry, Christy. I just used you because I saw you were here. I just didn't know you were an atheist. Best of luck with that. See, and you keep going, Teresa. You keep going. You just can't let it go because others don't believe like you do. That's the problem with society. That's the problem with most religious people, is that they hold people to their standards of their God and their beliefs. No, that's not how life works. And if you believe that and act like that, then, good luck with that. Right? Right? Hi, Tracy. How are you? Sorry. God, it just pisses me off, people's righteousness. It just drives me nuts. Teresa, are you still here? Why does it bother you so much that I don't believe in the same things you do? Because I'm of a different religion. And even if I am and we were in the same religion, I can pick and choose of what I want to believe and what I appreciate of the own God Almighty or not. Hi, Silver Rose. How are you? You like somebody because of their heart and because of their good nature, not because of the Bible. Thou shalt not judge. But all those judgers, guess what their number one profile pic is? And their profile comment, I love God, Jesus lover, in the Bible we trust. Talk about hypocrites, right? Sorry, I told you I was in a mood today. There's no hate like Christian love. I mean, Christians don't want any to perish. It doesn't matter, but they can't. Not everybody are Christians. Not everybody believes the same things. Not everybody believes in God. So whether or not they want to believe in my way, they are very self-focused and myopic in their views, if that's the case. And I won't say all Christians. I would say many. Yeah. And I can't, and not to get into any debate about who's who and what's what, and, Christians, Catholics, Mormons, Muslims, if you really look at Chacha's like, oh, I know. Oh, I know. If you really, Judaism, if you compare all the religions, it's the same underlying. Every religion believes in God, right? Everybody believes there's a superpower. Not everybody believes there's a hell or there's a heaven, right? But the basic principles still connect, right? Love, kindness, no sleeping with thy neighbor, right? They're all the basic principles. Support one another, guide one another, teach. Come on, people. Come on. Shameful. Shameful. And no judgment, right? I mean, that's the thing. I appreciate every one of you, right? I appreciate you as the person you are. What I don't appreciate is when you start labeling me because I don't fit into your mold. One church or there will always be a few, or yeah. I always teach mine too because they ask. And here's the thing, on religion, there's so many hips, right? And that's the thing with my kids, my kids they know what they are. They know their backgrounds. They know their bloodline, right? And they know what I've done and what I haven't done. They know what's important to me in my religion to participate in and to do. And, that's up to them, whether or not they want to. Andrew came home when he was 5 and he's like, Mom, I think I believe in God. I'm like, all right. All right. I encourage pro-thinkers, independent thinkers. I'm not going to sit there and tell my kids, you will be damned for eternity if you don't believe in God and if you don't practice your faith or whatever else, you know. I raise my kids that way. I want you guys to be able to make up your own mind. If you want to believe in God, go for it. I'm not going to hold it against you, right? If you want to believe in, you know, your religion and you want to do more practicing of that religion, do it. God, that would make me proud and your grandmother proud and my grandma, you know. But you need to make your own decisions. I'm not going to force you into something that may not be a fit for you. I was playing music very loud every day, and I think they have a different feeling. And so, you know, I mean, I just was raised differently. My grandparents believed in God. So it's not like I grew up with people who were, you know, not God-fearing people, you know. And my grandparents had a very appropriate way to believe in God, and why I understand why, hi Jessica, I understand why they believe in God. And when you read my book, you'll understand, because it's not something I'm going to share with the open forum. But, you know, they believed in God for the very things that kept them alive for years, right? And so, you know, but I don't. You know, I remember questioning them many times. And hi, Frogman, me and Christy had this conversation all the time. And never once did Christy impart her religion into our conversations. That's respectful. Asian scriptures is the same as the Bible. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, is that, you know, my grandparents were not like, no, you need to believe in God. You know, I said, but, you know, Grandpa, I remember questioning him and challenging him. Well, if there was a God, why would God do what they did to you? Right? So I was able to develop my own thought process. Now, you know, it's really funny because I don't know if my mom believed in God. Isn't that weird? I wonder if my mom believed in God. I don't know. Yeah, the underlying messages in all religion are the same. And all religion breeds hate. Isn't that weird? Isn't that hypocrisy? I think it's hypocrisy. So anyway, you know, it's such a hypocritical thing. You know, you must believe in kindness and and no judgment and all the great things in life, and support and help your fellows, and, you know, you know, don't cheat on your husbands, and be kind, and every fucking religion breeds hate. Every one of them. Listen to The Man in the Sky by Tom MacDonald. So I formed my own opinions about God a long time ago, after being up front and center with my grandparents and understanding their journey and their plight that they went through, you know, and then fast forwarding as I was a kid and I had my own fucking PTSD of things that were happening, and my mom's death and my dad's death. Sometimes it's really hard to believe in somebody that is supposed to be there to help and guide you and protect you, but yet you see people crumbling around you. My faith in God, right, is very different because of my experiences, even though my family believed in God. That's okay. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And when you read my book, you'll understand. Not that I want you to understand. I would never expect you to understand why, you know, what it feels like to not believe or whatever, because that's not my business and that's not your business. But I believe that it's just don't pressure people into your beliefs, because that's not how it works. Again, no Bible preachings here. I don't need them. I don't really care what the Bible says. I know the basic fundamentals that most of you don't uphold yourself to. So don't come on here preaching to me about your God and your religion when you are the complete hypocrite of it. Yeah, so you guys will, some of you, the people who actually really care about me and actually are interested and would never use anything against me, will really kind of tie in my final pieces that I don't really talk about, because it's hard to talk about things on the open forum. You see how much hate I already get? Can you imagine what those hypocrites would do? Can you imagine the hate? And so I try to protect my family as much as possible. I could give a shit, but I have to worry about my kids. I have to worry about my niece and nephews. I have to worry about things that most people don't worry about because of who I am. So that's why I don't talk about everything, because it's ugly out here. Hypocrites and all. In this culture, religion, I'm allowed to be controlled. Yeah, I just don't. Ugh, it's horrible. Frogman, have you opened up your beer yet? Have you taken your first shot in the sun of the Florida rays? Most wars are fought, have some kind of, yes. And hate. It's fought from religion and hate, right? Hate drives wars. Control. All the things your God or your Bible preaches against. Talk about hypocrisy, right? I mean, when people lecture me, I'm like, you have some fucking nerve. We are born with it. It's our society. It's ingrained in our society. All these white men, writing the rules and the religion and what happened, who's to say that really happened? Do I believe that? No. I believe it was just a bunch of storytellers who wrote it and got people to believe in it because that was the only option. My opinion. But I don't go around spreading it. The Bible is subjective. No, it shouldn't matter what your family. And the hate will never go away. And that saddens me more than anything. Just take a look at my social media platform. Well, I was like a cookbook. Yeah. Fills with different, I like that. Annette, I love that. Annette, I love that. The Bible's like a cookbook filled with recipes, lessons interpreted in multitude of ways. 100%. That's, you're describing it a lot better than I can right now. I really do believe that. And I do believe. I'm not going to tell you what happened to my grandparents. No. You'll have to buy my book to do it. And that tells me how good of a person you are, is if you're going to spend the money on my book and read it. And no, I'm not going to do it because it's not appropriate to talk about. There's things that I hold near and dear to my heart. My grandparents and my mother are probably one of them, both of them. And I do, Vince, a lot. And so I'm very protective. And it took me, how many months, Christy, if you're still here? It took me from the beginning of us writing our book last year to decide. I said, just write the chapter, right? And I just write the chapter and I'll decide at the end if I want to put it in. She wrote it so beautifully that I was like, yes, it's beautifully written. I think we should include it. And it's tough for me, just so you know. It's really tough for me. People think I bear all. I don't really in July. Yeah. So almost a year ago, you guys. And I told her, I said the same thing. I said, I write it, but I'll make my decision. And if it's not in this book, it'll be in another one. And I just felt like it really, because I talk about so many things and the people who just really want the fine points of everything. Oh, Laura, I'm glad. Even in my spitefulness, I decided 2 weeks ago to put it in. Yeah. And I'm really still nervous about it. It's a big source of contention with me, you guys. It's to share that part of my life with you is because my grandparents were my everything aside from my mom. Yeah. And so to make me vulnerable to those things, it really makes me uncomfortable. Yeah. Because that's my heart. That's my true heart right there. Is my upbringing and, the journey in which, in the journey with that in my upbringing. So yeah, I had to let that go. I had to let that go. And I spoke a little bit on my member live about it. Not that long ago, probably a year ago, less than a year ago. Yes, it's a pick of Ed. This is our new merch, you guys. Check out our new merch. Jilly killed it. I think she knocked it out of the park. Sabmerch.com. Don't forget to look. Don't forget to just peruse it, just in case you have the money at one point and you want to buy an Ed shirt. There's one that's my ultimate favorite, and it has his signature on the back. Oh my God, it's great. So if you want anything, a piece of Ed, that's his real signature. She just transposed it and put it on a shirt. So it's pretty badass. Nancy, it's going to be on Amazon. so everybody will be able to get to it. But it's not available yet, but we're a couple weeks away. Yeah, my childhood, and I'm trying to figure out how to write it. You just got to write, Lana. You just got to write. You just got to write. You just got to get to it. Yeah. So to help others, I know. Yeah. So when we do that, wait a second. Oh, yum. Sounds good. Thanks. Me too. Yeah. And you guys, you have to believe in yourself. You have to get it out. You can do, yeah, that's soon. So our goal, so Christy works on deadlines. So I was finally like, okay, just May 5th. Let's do it by my birthday. That would be an amazing birthday present. So, I mean, a G-Wagon would be nice too, but I ain't getting that. So does your book have a title yet? Yes, it does. And my members already know because I shared the book cover with them. And my Patreon knows because I shared the book cover with them. Yeah, and most of you should know because it's my common phrase. But yes, I'm excited for it. And it just kind of irons out the pieces. And I think Christy did a good job putting the flair of me surviving Dan. That's the next one. It puts she did a good job of putting my flair, like in my social media, with it, just like posing questions, asking questions after I give you my little diatribe, and making you think about your own life. My next thing, my next thing I really want to do is do a journal. So I want to do the Millie Pig book, but I also want to do a journal so you can help jot down your ideas, your thoughts. So those of you who want to put your story down, it'll give you maybe an idea and a book to be able to start getting your feelings down, right? Yeah, and that's fine. I'll post it to Christy. I posted the one you did today, so I don't know. I'll have to play with it a little bit and see what I want to post. Do we want to post it yet? Yeah, why not? So anyway, I'll let you do it first and then I'll piggyback on you. So yeah, I mean, just exciting things. I mean, things that I never thought I was going to be able to do, Christy came to me a long time ago and she was like, hey, I watch you. I love you. You've given me so much. If you ever want to write a book, I'm here for you. And so, I laughed and him and hollered about it. And then, people are like, you should write a book, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, hey, let's write a book. Hey, let's write a book. And she's like, okay, I would love to. So I'm excited. Oh, hi, Ollie Cat. How are you? But Mary, it started off as microblading, but then it blended and now it's tattoos because my eyebrows are almost gone. Yeah, thank you, perimenopause. Yeah, with my hair. Yeah, somebody the other day, I'm out. Somebody the other day is like, and you're thinning hair. Yeah, I've got thinning hair. So now you're using my thinning hair that I've told you about to use against me. You guys, be smart. Be original. Get off the nostrils. Everybody knows about my nostrils. Like, move on. Move on. Find something new. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. I said that the bather has been here, is just sitting here. She got here early, so. Oh, did she leave? Was she not the bather? Maybe she wasn't. Oh, never mind. I thought she was here. But anyway, I should probably go. I've been on my hair for a long time. Not to imply that you've been stepping off the job. I guess sometimes we all step off the job, don't we? Yeah, I don't have, that's what Mary, I'm like broken. So I'm missing like all this eyebrow. So if I didn't have my eyebrows tattooed, they'd be this way. And there's segments. So like I would have an eyebrow from here to here. And then I have like 3 scragglers right here. And then I have like a ball. Yeah, I just wouldn't have, So that's the funny thing is people make fun of my eyebrows, but they would make fun of them if I didn't have them. So anything. That was a new one. Joke, but I'm getting rid of you anyway. Okay, so look at these idiots. Naked mole rat. I know. Anyway, okay, guys, I gotta go. I've just been on here too long. They're so bad. Like, they're just that one of them was the original. I haven't heard that one before, but other than that, it's like, grow up. like you guys, and these are adult men probably, or women, you know, thinking that they're, oh, hi, see, I didn't even know you were here. Ollie Cat, welcome back. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. I'll see you guys, my members, sometime today. I don't know when, I can't make any promises, but I'll be on at some point. So just make sure your notifications are turned on. I got shit to do. I got a nap to have, and I gotta try not to, you know, unalive my husband. Anyway, there you have it. Love you. Remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter. Okay? Remember that, because everybody is, even the ugliness of the world. Somebody loves them. Bye.